Hey guys, it's Al with techmadeezy, and thanks so much for clicking on our video. Guys, I wanted to introduce you to a new product from GOOLOO. We've had them on the channel before. They make pretty good products at decent prices as well. This is the A3. Now, first and foremost, this is a jump starter. It is powerful. This thing offers peak power of 3,000 amps. Now, it has a built-in battery, and you can even use it to charge your devices. It also has a tire inflator, or really an inflator, because they actually give you many of the nozzles you need, and it has a flashlight. Think about having this on a road trip, or if you drive a lot in a car or a truck, even diesel, gas or diesel, having this in your vehicle can be a lifesaver. So why don't we go ahead and check this out? Let's get this party started. Hi, this is Al from techmadeezy with a really quick message. The video you're about to watch is sponsored. We received this product from the vendor. But keep in mind, we will be very honest with you as we review the product. That is very important to us. If you like our video, I sure hope you give us a thumbs up. I hope you share our video. And last, I really hope you subscribe and become a part of the family. Thank you. Here is what we're going to be covering in this video. This is going to be a detailed review of this product. All right, so here are some of the things we're going to be covering, and you can hit pause to review it. We're going to move on with the video. Why don't we go ahead and get this unboxed? Now, check that out. You get a carry bag with everything inside of it, so you don't have to worry about misplacing parts. But let's go ahead and just take everything out real quick for you. Check that out. So you get your jumper cables, right? You're familiar with this. This plugs into the top of the unit. We'll show you that later on, okay? You get your tube for your inflator that actually connects to the top of the unit. They give you, one of these guys for like a basketball. They give you, if you have to inflate like tubes, they give you different sizes. And then if you've got a bike of some kind, it has a different tip. They even give you these converters, by the way. So that's really nice. You get a nice manual, by the way, too. This is really, really thick. I'm pretty sure it might have 1 or 2 languages in it, but look how thick that is. Here's a device. We're going to go over it in a little while. And look at the bag. They even give you a water-resistant bag with different compartments, some good strong Velcro, a carry handle. So listen, it's nice to have, because you got to put this stuff somewhere. And then the last thing they give you is a small USB-A to a USB-C charging cable. You can use this to charge the unit, but you can also use this to charge your devices because this thing has a USB-A and a USB-C on it. So let's go ahead and go over some details. I'm going to do some demonstrations as well. So I'm going to start off in the beginning. I'm going to show you some slides real quick. Let's talk about what it can do, and then we're going to look at it, and we're going to also do some demos. So what can it do? Well, it's got 7 devices in it, as you can see. It's got a flashlight, which is an LED flashlight. It's a bike pump, right, because it can actually pump up, your bike. It has a ball pump, right, because again, you have those adapters they include. It's a pressure gauge because it's actually going to tell you how much pressure your tire has. It's a power bank. It's a tire inflator for your vehicles, and it's a jump starter. So there are all the things you can do. Let's take a close look now at the A3. So now that everything's unpacked, let's just take a good close look at the unit itself. So the screen is here, and they improved it, by the way, and we're going to test this later on. But all you do, here's your power button, by the way, in the middle. Here's how you cycle through the different features. Here's how you turn the light on. And then here's how you adjust, basically, let's say your PSI if you want to blow something up. So I'm going to hit the power button. You do need to press it, and then it'll turn on. And the camera is going to make it flash that way. Don't worry about it. But you could see here now that you have a battery gauge telling you that we have 3 of 4 batteries. The battery's almost charged. We've got 36 psi because, you know, most cars use that. If you cycle, it'll go to, you know, I think this is SUV, and it'll give you 34 psi. Bicycle, all right, 44. And then basketball, it'll give me 9. And if I hit it again, it now will allow me to actually adjust and do, you know, manually. So this has 5 modes, all right? It's got the 4 modes we talked about, and then this is called, I guess, called the free mode, where you can just adjust this to the way you want, all right? So it's on, as you could see on the design, it's got improved heat dissipation, which is going to make this last longer, first of all. So they really thought about that. This has rubber on the bottom. So if you're going to sit it up this way, it also, it can be laid down as well. It doesn't have any rubber for that. It's got a nice strap, a really strong strap. And the back has some information. And it even tells you how to jump start if you forget. So that's helpful. And the top of the unit, we have the area where we plug in the jumper cables. We have a USB Type-C. We have a 12-watt USB Type-A. And then here's where we actually screw in, you know, for inflation. All right, we just screw that in. So why don't we go ahead and go over how to jump start and show you that real quick. Now, we're not going to do that in a vehicle, but we're going to show you it here. It's actually pretty easy to do. Let me take a moment and give you some information on the jump starter. So it does gas vehicles and it does diesel vehicles, all right? For gas vehicles, you're talking about up to a 9-liter engine. And for diesel vehicles, you're talking about up to 6.5-liter engines, all right? Just so you'll know. Now, I'm going to actually show you what you need to do to actually start your vehicle. And I won't be doing it in a car. I'll be doing it here at the desk. Let's take a look at that. So let's talk about how to jumpstart. All you need is your device. It needs 2 bars, by the way, the battery. So the battery has to have at least 2 bars. You know, be safe, maybe have more. You just need these cables, all right? So you basically open up the port on the top, like so. And what we're going to do is we're just going to connect this. So all we're going to do is push this in. All right, the unit probably will turn on its own because it just detected the cables. So how do we jump start a vehicle? Again, we need 2 bars or more, so just keep that in mind. All right, and by the way, if you keep this in your vehicle, let's say you just put this in your vehicle, this battery, when it's fully charged, can last about a year or so. It'll, of course, start to lose some battery power, but they say that if you put this in your vehicle and, you know, maybe 6 months down the road you need to use it, well, it should be ready to go because it should have at least 3 to 2 bars 6 months in. So it really does a good job with what they call power retention. So I like that because we just never know and we forget and go, oh my God, I'm so glad I have this in the vehicle. Again, the device is on. So what do we need to do? So I need to basically, first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to connect it to the vehicle. I guess it automatically turns on. So I'm going to connect this to my battery. I'm going to go over here and I want you to see this button. All right. So you see how you have a boost button there and it says correct or reverse. It'll actually tell you if you have the cables on wrong. But there you go. So all you do is hold this boost button down. That will say correct, right? Your cables are connected. All you need to do now is go into your vehicle and start your vehicle. And that's it. It's pretty easy. So we just showed you how it works starting a vehicle. Let me give you some information on the battery, first of all. The battery in this is 44.4 watt hours. So it's a decent sized battery for this unit. The battery life cycles, they say this has 1,000+ life cycles. What is a cycle? Well, think about this. The phone that you use, right? Your cell phone has cycles. Why is it that a year, 2 years later, you're not getting as many charges, or for instance, the battery's not lasting as long. That's because obviously your phone has a limited amount of cycles. What is a cycle? Well, it means that you charge the battery up full and you let it drain to 0. That would be one cycle. Again, this has 1,000+ cycles. Not bad. Now, this also has what they call improved power retention. Why is that so important? The reality is we don't know when we're going to need to jumpstart our car or jumpstart a friend's car or someone we don't even know. So you charge this to full, you put it in the bag in your car and you leave it there. And 8 months later, you go to use it. Well, guess what? They say that this can actually retain power for at least a year. Now, it's not going to be a full 100%, but you might actually have 2 bars or 3 bars 6 to 8 months in. That's a really, really cool feature. Let me take a moment now and talk about the built-in protection. I'm going to pull up an image so you can see. It has 10 built-in safety protection features. It has overcharge, short circuit, smart AI, I don't know what that is, spark proof, reverse polarity, overcurrent, over discharge, high temperature, over voltage, and reverse charge protection. Let's now cover the second major feature. This is an air compressor, and we're going to turn it on by holding the button right there. So this is adjustable from 7 psi all the way to 150 psi. It has 5 built-in modes that are adjustable. So you have SUV, you have car, bicycle, basketball, and manual. Manual allows you to adjust it to anything you want. All right. You also get these nozzles. So if you are going to blow up a basketball, you get this nozzle. If you're going to blow up some kind of a raft or something, you do get 2 of these guys. And if you have a bicycle that has a different connector, you can use these guys. All right. Let's take these and move them aside and actually look at the interface now. So the unit's on. It'll turn off on its own if you leave it on, by the way. I want to show you the menu real quick. So you can see here you have a cycle button. This kind of cycles through the menu. Plus, minus, power. You have to hold it to turn it on or off. And you have a flashlight button there for the LED. We'll demonstrate that later. But let's look at the menus. As you can see here, I'm currently on SUV. Now, it's actually interesting because it's on 36 psi. But most SUVs are probably around 44. So you could raise this and it'll save it, by the way. Now, when I want to cycle to sedan, I click this button. It automatically has the PSI there. If I want to go to bicycle, 44, which is pretty high, and then 9 for basketball. Now, if I press this again, it now puts me in a certain mode where I can actually change it. Right now, it's on KPA. If I hold this, it'll go to bar, and if I hold it again, it'll go to PSI. As you can see here, I can go down as low as 7 PSI, and then it goes all the way back up to 150. And I'm going to turn it on real quick so you can actually hear how loud it is, and I'll try to adjust the volume. So pretty loud. I will be doing some demonstrations in a moment on the air compressor, so stay tuned, but really nice feature. Well, you know you have problems when your ball is looking like that. So we're going to use the included nozzle here. We're going to slide it right inside. All right. We're going to connect this connector here. Just push this down, lock in place, seals really nice. And then what we want to do now is cycle through. So we're going to hit this cycle button right here on the top in the middle, and we're going to go to basketball, and we've got 8 psi. That should be enough. We hit start. And there you go, it's stopped. It's actually really nice and solid. You can adjust it. It doesn't do halves though, so the next one up would be 9 psi. So I'm in the garage and my Tesla front right tire needs a little air. But I want to make sure I have the correct PSI. So let's go take a look at the side of the door. So here we are on the driver's side door of most vehicles. And it says cold tire pressure 42 PSI. And there's KPA, by the way. It's 290 KPA. But in the States, we go by PSI. So I'm going to do 39 PSI to be safe. It is early fall. So when you connect it and you lock it in, it's going to read you, it's currently at 33. And I'm going to switch this over to vehicle, not SUV, but a car. And I've got 38 there. I just want to raise that to 39. All right, again, it's going to get loud. I'll lower the volume. We'll see how long it takes. It shouldn't take long to go from 33 to 39. So it got to 39. It's not reading 39 though, which is weird. You would think if it got to 39, it would say 39 there, but it's done. Okay, there it goes. 39. So it took a moment to sense it. I was worried about that. Another nice feature about the A3 is you can use it as a power battery bank. This has a USB type A port that provides about 12 watts of power. It's not a lot, but it does the job. There it goes right there. I already have an iPhone 16 Pro sitting here waiting. When I connect this, that should light up. There it goes. There's sunshine, by the way. And again, another nice feature to have. All right, I'm in a dark area outside. The unit has to be on to use the LED flashlight. All right, and it's got 3 modes. It's got light, it's got strobe, and it's got SOS. So let me press it once, see what it looks like. All right, not bad. So that's pretty good. 400 lumens. Let's do strobe. And let's do SOS. All right, so it's off. And again, flashlight. So there it goes. All right. Strobe. SOS. So I do want to say they definitely improved the screen. I haven't had sunlight, or sunshine, I should say, in a few days. And so I can't demonstrate it in sunlight, but I will tell you, this is a much better display than the one they had on the air compressor that we had reviewed almost a year ago. So it does turn off automatically, which is good, but definitely a much better screen. Let me start by saying thumbs up from techmadeezy. I like this. I played around with this for a few weeks before I did my final review. I like that they fixed the display. I had an old inflator that I reviewed about a year ago, if you check my channel, and the display didn't work in the daytime very well. It just wasn't clear. It wasn't a good display. I like that they include the bag. All your stuff is included. Previous models, you had to buy the bag separately. Very, very good idea. Easy to use. I like the battery retention feature. 6 months, 8 months later, while this is sitting in your car and you need it, it's ready for you. I like that. Our links are going to be in the video description. If you use our links, it's no additional cost to you and you help support the channel. All right. I hope this video helped you. And if it did, give us a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. Share our video with your friends and your family. And I'll put our social media right up top. Follow us on social media. And if you want to check out our new Tesla channel, go right ahead. Look us up at My Tesla Journey 1 on YouTube. I'm going to put a video here that you can check out if you'd like. And if you want to subscribe to our channel at techmadeezy, just click our round techmadeezy logo right there. And you'll be able to subscribe to our channel very easily. Guys, thanks so much and have a wonderful day.